Could you introduce yourself? Who are you? What are you doing? Where do you come from?
All right. My name is Erik Veldhuis van Ham. I have a very long name. Um, and I was born in Canada. My parents tried to start a new life there, but it didn't work too well. And then they came back after 4 years. And I was brought up in Holland. Like everybody, I was always wondering what will I become in life? What can I do? I wasn't too successful in school, although I think I had the intelligence, but I didn't. I got sick of the system, and I heard somebody once say, the only thing I can remember from school is the clock on the window, and I really recognize that feeling. But I was very practical. I was always fooling around, building things and breaking things apart, and so that was something practical side of me. But I went back to Canada for a year when I finished school, and it was a very important phase in my life to realize, well, I want to get ahead in life, and I want to maybe do a study first. So I did a small 2-year study in car management and garage management and technical things. And afterwards I started working several jobs, but right away with computers. But then I got into touch with computer graphics for presentations, for slides and sheets, and there were always interesting customers coming in, and they had new things, new presentations. So I got a very good view of what's happening in the world. You get all that information, you had to visualize that and give it back to them. I did it for 10 years in total for myself with a partner. We started well, maybe go back. I was the time I was doing these graphics were standalone computers, big computers, and a partner and I started a company where we could communicate with PCs. The first IBM came on the market, and the first small baby Macs and people were making their own presentations, and then said, well, we want to have our own presentation in Flash. We did that for 10 years with mixed success. In the beginning it was very successful. In the end, we fell on our on our back, and we had to restart again and got 5 civilians. We learned very quickly. I recall I turned gray in 2 weeks when I had a bankruptcy and had to restart again, but you learn a lot. Meanwhile, my wife was giving flower classes at home, and I realized all of a sudden I'm in a part of the world where I'm trying to sell my products to customers, while she's in the market of leisure. And people have a different mindset when they think about their free time. So one day I was trying to sell something to a customer of them. He was giving me a hard time, and I thought instantly, maybe his wife is visiting my wife for a flower class, and she doesn't ask any questions. So it triggered me the idea of what are you doing in life? And on the other hand, I also had a problem, frustration that I felt that I was always working, making many hours, being stuck in traffic all the time. And I realized you work for 40 years to save your pension, and then you have your pension, and you can do things you like. But I thought, I want to do things I like now. I want to use my hours and my youth and my knowledge and power to do something physical, just to create something, not to have a company with a where you go from 1 year to another year. So and you close the books and say, well, this was 2008. Let's go to 2009. So I talked to Tessa and I said, well, I want to join you in your business. We want to go to leisure market. We have to find a very big project where we can work on the rest of our lives, use our talents, and learn while doing. Learn to build, learn to work in the garden, and to use your materials. And I could convince her. And from the moment I decided to really step out of the traffic jams, I would say, you notice you get a lot of time because you don't have an agenda anymore. You just have the world ahead of you. You know you have to make money. You know you have to work. You have to produce. But there are so many things you could do. So I could rebuild my own house. I could sell my own house. I didn't need a realtor to do that. We could do our own printing work, make the designs, make a mistake, but we learned from it. Next time it was better. And I spent a lot of time, well, building the house, painting the house, making it look nice. And meanwhile, I was looking for the big project, which we finally found here in Belgium. And that's what I did. What I did, and she joined me, and I think over the years we really learned a lot. We work together. We work. Well, we don't feel it as work. We are both busy, living our dream, and meanwhile we are succeeding more and more. It's wonderful.
So what you're running over here? You're running a hotel. Could you describe it? What is this project for you?
It's a two-step project. Our main goal was to find a historic building, which was isolated, far away. We have a lot of privacy, and also that you have complete silence. I mean, I was really looking for a place. There was no highway, no train, no. It had to be very quiet, because I think that's also very unique. I would say there's not always enough money in the world. If you want to start a new project, write a plan. You go to a bank or investors, you get money, you get ahead. But quietness. I mean, like you slept here last night. It's dark outside. There are no street lights. There's no traffic passing your window. It's amazing. It's quite unique, especially in a setting.
I still believe that there are ghosts around.
Yes, there are. I have pictures of it. I'll show you. But that's one thing. And so this is a project that I realized. Of course, it's a crazy project because it's too big. You cannot. We don't have a pile of money to do this. But on the other hand, we have time, and we invest a lot of time and energy, and we do many things ourselves, like building or helping building, or looking for materials at funny places for new floors, or antique floors, of course. But and I can go. I recall telling Tessa, I need 2 stairs. I'm out. So I was on the road for 2 days and found 2 antique stairs to put into the house. And it's a small of an adventure. And every time I go up, I recall I had a time to go. I don't go to an antique dealer. I just go to addresses in north of France or in Belgium. That's one thing. And the other thing is, of course, you need to have your cash flow. And we started giving flower courses here. We started giving we did fairs. I even decorated the shops, window shops. I helped to decorate them with funny things for Christmas and so. And we started with a small bedroom, B&B with four bedrooms. And then when we finally received our permit to rebuild this, it took us 9.5 years to get the permit. Then you can go to a bank and say, well, we need a loan, and we have this plan. So, but every time I would say, the cash flow we create with our rooms, we put into use to pay our bills to finish building the farm. If it would only be a house where Tess and I would live, and we have 10 rooms, and we will make our money renting out these rooms, I think I would get bored after a while. You just have a regular job and you have the house and you go on a holiday. But we always have our dreams. We have so many dreams. There are so many things we want to finish and continue with building or restoring the farm. And hopefully, by the time I cannot, I should stop when I'm 65 or something. Hopefully, we have everything, we achieved everything we want. And meanwhile, this has become a business. So there's not a big house that is restored and perfect with no income or a cash flow problem. It gradually develops that way, which turns out wonderful. I think it's.
Which people are visiting here? What clients do you have?
We're proud to know that we have 50% are Belgian people. Belgian people are very strict about food, so they like the food Tess is making, and so we're very proud of that. And then maybe 30% from Holland, and the rest is international. So Germany, all over the world, people come.
What classes? Like, do you have business clients? Do you have
we try to avoid. We don't sell our single rooms. So if you have single rooms, you normally have businessmen traveling. because we're too far out of the city. People really have to. We have some business people coming here, but for us it's more profitable to have a room occupied by 2 people. And a businessman wants to have breakfast at 7 in the morning, and a couple going out, they want to have breakfast at 9. So it's more relaxed, and they socialize more with other customers, of course. But apart from that, we have companies coming here for meetings. So there's a group either with a coach or not, and they stay here and they have a wonderful time. But then they rent the whole all the rooms and meeting facilities.
Do you have people working for you?
No, we have not officially. We have 2 women helping us to clean the rooms, but it's on the Belgian system where we can rent them part-time. And then we have 1 man helping in the garden half a day a week. But he also plants his own vegetables here because he doesn't have space at home. So it's more like a barter or something. So, and when we have big projects like when I'm laying floors or something, I have people, a small company I hire, and I work with them, and we do these things.
What would you like see for the future of tourism? Where is it going to? What do people need? Which skills do people have to work in tourism in the future?
I think tourism is something like hospitality. Has to be inside you. You cannot learn it. You have to be, by nature, you like to be friendly and nice to people, and to serve them. I think, but with me it's natural. With my wife, it's also natural. I don't think you can learn it. You have to, in hospitality business, it's also, like I said, people have leisure time, so they are really. I would say people come here with a smile. They decide themselves whether they sleep here or not, and then when they decided and they booked here, they look forward to come here. And if we didn't lie about the location, if we didn't lie about what we give, we're honest, then they're happy. We're happy.
So, how would you see it in the future? What is like? What do people need to know? Like, what would you suggest? Hotel with like 20 people, and they really want to become like a passionate place to work. And
I think you should create a team then. Maybe a team, and maybe make people part of the